Okay. Okay, so this is a video. So people always ask me, because I went to music school and I studied composition, they always say, well, how did you end up making videos? So the story is that I grew up in Buffalo, and this is a video that I made when I was, I think, 12. And so the story is that I always made videos my whole life. I was never not making videos, and so this is me and my sister in our basement. You could see all of those black marks on the wall are where hockey pucks have hit the wall, because this is Buffalo, remember? And I come from a hockey family. So this is our band, Insecticide. And that's my sister, Jamie. You can see all the hockey sticks and our microphone made out of hockey sticks. That's me. So this was right when I started to get into guitar. Another thing that people ask me a lot is they are like, oh, you must play a lot of video games, but for those of you who've seen the show, there was a bunch of video game work in the show, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But actually, no, I don't like video games at all. And what my life is defined in a couple segments. The first segment is Legos, and that takes us up to about age 11. The second segment is heavy metal, and that's what you see starting right here. Here, let's... my sister is the star of this, without any question of a doubt.
What is she doing now?
My sister's, oh, it's many, many different things. Okay. Well, I don't know if we are working on a project together that involves dogs. I can say that, so. I don't know, it's a really good idea, and I can't divulge because it's going to be a breadwinner. You could never, if you stop playing, right, your game is going to go down the tubes. You know, it's not like riding a bike. And so I think that's a lot like art, because art, you always have to be working at it, and you can never stand still, because as soon as you stand still, you're actually going to lose ground, right? I also think golf is another metaphor for art, because that kind of thing could happen. Like writer's block, essentially. Like, something can get stuck in your mind, and you could just totally lose the plot. And I also like to think about golf. Now, you know, it's not the best story now, but it was better a couple years ago, but I'm going to have to bring up Tiger Woods. So leave behind the recent events. And there was something interesting that he did, which I think is another metaphor for the creative process. You know, he was really young, and he was just totally killing everybody, right? Like, really much better, right? And then people caught up a little bit to him, but he was still the best golfer. And then, you know, he did this thing where he was like, you know what? I think if I change my swing and build it up from the ground again, I would be even better than I am now. So he did this crazy thing where he got this swing coach and basically started from zero again and rebuilt his swing. And so he went from near the top all the way back to the bottom of the ratings, and this was a couple years ago. And over a couple years, he slowly got better and better and better. And eventually he caught up to everybody, and then he just kept on getting better and better, like he predicted. And then he was just killing everybody. But then he got a knee injury. But anyway, so the point of the story is sometimes in golf and sometimes in art, you need to remake your swing. You need to just start over. And I think about that a lot. And you could see, I mean, this show is 8 years of work, and you could see that I tried to start over a lot of times, you know, and that's why all the works tend to be a little bit scattered. And also, they tend to be scattered because you see what I'm like now, because I'm a little bit scattered. Maybe we should talk about, well, let's see what's coming up next, and then I'll try to talk about some of the works in the show. This, I don't even know what this is. I found this on one of my tapes. Oh, great, that's my mom and our dog. This video I like because right now one of my main interests. Oh, this is gonna be good. A perfect segue. Oh, of course, golf. You see, it all ties together. This is like the bowling games in the show. Oh, okay. I'm gonna get back to what I was just. This is my computer learning how to spell the word Seinfeld. You know, so from now in the future, it'll never say that the word Seinfeld is misspelled. What was I going to talk about? Oh, dogs. My mom and the family dog. So let's turn the sound down on this, and then we'll talk about dogs. One of my main interests right now. Oh, this is Axl Rose punching somebody. This is another thing that I think about a lot. All right, we're going to talk about dogs, and then we'll talk about Axl Rose. We'll let this video go, because the whole idea is I want this video to go in the background, and me to not pay attention to it while I'm talking about other things. Okay, one of my biggest interests right now, which you could see in some of the works in the show, is vernacular video online. So now that YouTube is so popular, what do people use it for? Like, what is YouTube used for? And I like, my favorite thing about YouTube is these kind of aggressive montages of video and audio. But this is the type of video that I'm talking about. Some like somebody at home was just like first learned how to put video with audio, and of course they just go with like the biggest thing they could come up with, you know, like some huge audio with some huge video. That's a big interest of mine because I like the way that people use technology to express themselves, and I like the way they do it, whether they're amateurs or professionals. I like the entire strata. For example, I have a work on my website, which is almost a secret artwork, where I made a YouTube video. And in that YouTube video, here, let's see if I can play this. YouTube video. So let's take a look. So this is a similar type of video. This is what I would classify a really aggressive use of video and audio. So this is a U2 song and put to a video of the Berlin Wall coming down. So this is a work that only exists online. And so basically, there's two ways that people are going to see this video. One is that they're just surfing YouTube looking for YouTube videos, and they won't know that I'm an artist. And they will see it and they will think, oh, this is a pretty good video. The other way that they will see this video is they will know that I'm an artist, and they will come to it and they will probably think, what is Cory doing? I don't understand. And I will explain what I'm doing. Well, you know, I'm using video of the Berlin Wall coming down, and I'm using it to sell ads for network solutions and whatever this ad was. So I'm using the kind of structure of YouTube to kind of, I'm using the kind of like fall of, you know, the late 80s fall of, I guess, the wall coming down to just advertise things, you know, which I think is kind of pretty much the way things go. So anyway, and this is of course related to a work on the show. You know, so for a little while I was trying to figure out, like, what could I do with YouTube? What are all the different ways that I could put work on YouTube where I would actually work with the system? And then this leads us to a work on the show, the Schoenberg work, which is here. I can go to my website.